So before we start, I would like to apologise for the bags under my eyes. I don't have a sleeping schedule. Also, one thing I've realised in uni is that the whole like concept and the execution of this YouTube channel is fucking pretentious as hell, but here I am doing it anyway. Haia, it's me again, and here I am actually making a video. Yeah, it's been a while. I've made a few scripts while at uni, but I left so much time between writing the scripts and filming it that when it got to filming it, they didn't really make any sense anymore, so I abandoned them. The problem with that though is that I have this YouTube channel to document different parts of my life, and I'm not gonna have anything that documents anything about the past year or like anything about this flat and my first year at uni, and that really sucks because this year has honestly been the best year of my life. I love my uni course despite everything that we weren't allowed to do because of COVID. I love, you know, living alone and being independent, and I have incredible flatmates who have become my absolute best friends, hopefully for life. This is the first time where I feel like I actually have control over my life, which, you know, is always a good thing. So yeah, I don't know what this video is going to be. I think I just want to acknowledge my time here, mention a few things. Maybe I'll show you around my room. Yeah, let's do that. My script now says, show the room like a cringy vlog from 2012. So that's what we're gonna do now. Give me 1 second. Hello. Okay, so this is my bedroom. Yeah, it's pretty friggin' cool. On my walls, I have my asexual flag right above my bed because I thought that would be funny. I have my pride flag, my Welsh flag, and my European flag. European flag right there. I have my piano up there with its stand in the back because I don't have enough room to have it permanently up, but it's there. Yep, this is my room. I'm in room 4. I'm only here for another week. That's so sad. So over here, usually this stuff isn't here, but it is right now. That and my ukulele and guitar, they're usually in my cupboard. There's a huge space at the top. That's what I usually do with it. But I've been using them recently, so they're down here. Also, my towels are down there because I was meant to wash them, but then I got told to self-isolate and you have to leave the flat in order to wash your clothes. So they're just on my floor at the moment. Yeah, these are my coats and one hoodie that's too big for me, but I use it as a coat. These shelves are pretty freaking cool. Down here, it's literally just random shit that I didn't know where else to put. It's my snack place. I have snacks under there. And that's where Ring Fit Adventure is. Over here is like my first aid kit. It's also a coconut, which I don't know what to do with the coconut anymore. I need to tell you about the coconut. I'm not going to tell you about the coconut. I feel like it's funnier this way. Anyway, so that's where that stuff is. It's also where I keep my spare kitchen towels. Up here is where my wash kit is, where all my spare these are, and you know, pads and shit like that. Up here, this is an exciting shelf. I have my one Dodie cassette, which I don't have any other cassettes, but I also have my vinyl here. I only have 2 7-inches. Will you stay up, please? Thank you. I only have 2 7-inches, but I have loads of 12-inch ones. And this one, the Altogether Silo, one of my absolute favourite albums of all time. And that box, like, it was released recently. Like, I bought the like vinyl very recently, and that box was handwritten. That was, the band hand wrote that. Conversations with Myself About You, also very, very good. I have 2 versions of Dodie Build a Problem. I have the deluxe version and I have the regular version, as well as the cassette. As you can tell, I quite like Dodie. Yeah, but the first vinyl I ever bought was Andrew Huang's Love and Desolation, because he's one of my favourite artists of all time, and that's the only thing he has on vinyl. So I reckon I should, you know, support my favourite artist, you know what I mean? This is a mirror. This is what I'm looking like today. Ignore it, please. I just wear beach shorts around the house because it's hot. Despite the weather, it's very hot. Yeah. Is this like a cringy vlog from 2012? Probably. And then over here, this is my desk. This is my favourite place in the world. Let's check out the shelves first. That's where all my music is, so all of my like sheet music and shit. These are some books that I used to learn saxophone with when I still had lessons. These are music theory books that I've not looked through, but we were recommended them for our course, so I got them. And this is Oh yeah, another book that I was recommended, also not looked through it yet. This is my folder of important things, so that's where my birth certificate is and shit like that. This is a box of important things, which is more sentimental stuff. It's where I keep those figurines when they're not out and shit like that. Some boxes for my AirPods and my phone, which I bought this year. Oops, I just walked into my fucking chair. This is just a box of things. Yeah, that's a Pinocchio figurine that I found at some shop somewhere. That is my Mario Kart 8 thing with a Lego from Lego City Undercover and 2 Minecraft thingies. This I got from Club Nintendo, which is pretty freaking cool. That is a thing I made when I was in high school at some point, like year 9, year 10. And that is a Lego Minecraft Alex statue that my sister got me for Christmas one year, I think. But I very much like these figurines. I think they're cool. In the back there I've got all my DVDs, the ones that I brought with me. I have loads more DVDs than these, but these are the ones that I can't watch without the DVD. These are all the cases for all of the games that I have, except for my DS ones. So these ones are my PS4 ones. These are my, got GameCube at the bottom, but they're mostly Wii. And then all of my Wii U ones are there. And then all my Switch ones are there. I only have 2 Blu-ray, Spider-Man and Aladdin, because they're 2 of my favourite films of all time. So I've got to have them in HD. And then I also have, now that I think about it, that is also Blu-ray. It's the season 11, or series 11 of Doctor Who. There I have the Legend of Korra comics, which I love. I have The Last of Us comic, which is great. It's American Dreams. Very highly recommend if you like The Last of Us. And then here I have Hyrule Historia, the Zelda thing. It's only up here because it wouldn't fit over there for some reason. Oh no, that is only over there because it wouldn't fit up here. That's what it was. And then there I have my favourite book of all time, which is The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. Very, very cool. Here I have my freaking calendar. It's currently on the wrong month because it broke because I have it on this big ass hook. But that's fine, it's July in a bit. That is a car. Cars can't usually drive there, that confuses me. Anyway, on this back wall I have pictures of people that I care about. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you too much of that because I don't think there's some people who probably wouldn't want that online. So I'm just going to hide that. But it has like pictures of my cats, pictures of my friends, pictures of my family, pictures of people that I miss and shit like that. So yeah, that's my Nerf gun, that's my critical role dice for D&D. That's my Focusrite that I use that connects to my computer down here. That is a PlayStation controller that's connected to my computer also. And these are just stationary shit. And then I have my TV, which is very cool. I have this. These controllers control those lights, which don't actually work as well as I thought that they would, so it's kind of a bit of a waste of money, but whatever. These are some cards from Monopoly Deal that my friend left here by accident, so I'm taking those home and giving them to her. Yeah, and then there's my keyboard and mouse for my computer, which is down here, my big ass PC. It's a very cool thing, very cool. That's my microphone. I use that when I'm live streaming and when I'm recording for my course. That's an empty Pringles can, we're not going to talk about that. This is my MacBook. But underneath my MacBook, I have my turntable. I bought that this year. Very, very cool. It's what I play all my vinyl on. So, yeah, my friend Sophie, she got me into vinyl. Something I've always wanted to try, but then she started talking about how she actually has it, and I'm like, I want a collection. These are my video game consoles that I have plugged in. I have more than this, but I only have my Wii U and my, it's kind of dusty, and my PS4 plugged in, and then, oh, I also have my Switch up here. So up here I have this shelf thingy that I got my dad to build. I also have these masks, that's where I keep my mask. But this shelf, I asked my dad to build this so that I could put my speakers up on it because I didn't have enough room to put them on the bottom. Same with these speakers, and it just gives me a bit more extra space to work with. It's where I have my Switch when I have it plugged in. Right now it's in my bag. And this, I got this for my birthday. I keep coins in it. It's Chip from Beauty and the Beast, which is pretty cool. I also have these 2 big ass lights. They work a lot better than the floodlights that I got were. But yeah, they light up my face for my live streams, which I've been doing. So if we go over here, we have this shelf. This is basically, this bit acts basically as my bedside table. This is where I keep all my stuff when I'm not when I'm about to sleep, so people are watching me through the window. That's weird. These are my Rubik's Cubes. I can't solve the 4x4s yet, but I can solve the 3x3. It's one of my many skills that I learned during lockdown. These are all of my books, well, most of my books. It's not every single one, but they're ones that I've read. Most of these I've read, but starting here, I've not read any of these. Yeah, I'm working on it. That's Evie, or Eva, my Evie plushie. That's Fredo. And then I have my Minecraft thing. I made that for Halloween this year, which I don't usually do Halloween. I couldn't not do Halloween, everyone else was doing it, and since we're stuck in our flat, it would basically be weird if I didn't join in, so I dressed up as Alex from Minecraft, and to do that, I made this out of an Amazon box. Yeah, pretty cool axe, I think. Yeah, and then I have my bed. I have these two pillows. That's a charger, ignore that. I have these two pillows, right? And they have quotes. That's my pajamas, ignore that. They have quotes on them from things that people have said, like my friend group has said during the year. And I bought one for everyone. My one, I'll tell you what my one says. This one says, "I'm not looking for excitement, I'm just looking for not loneliness." Then Catch Me Parry 2021. Yeah, I said that this year, not last year. And then everyone has one. That one is one of my friends. You can read that if you want. But yeah, he couldn't take it home because it's a bit too gay, which I find hilarious. Quite a few of them have actually gone home with someone else because they couldn't let their parents see it. But yeah, this is my bed. I am very bad at making my beds, so that's just how this is how it looks most of the time. It's very, very cool. I like it a lot. So yeah, yeah, inside my cupboard is literally just my underwear and my, like, stuff. So I'm not gonna show you the inside of my wardrobe, but in the top there's a big ass section. That's where I keep my saxophone, my guitar, when it's not out, and shit like that. And then in the bottom bit, there's also a huge ass space. So I use that also to keep my other guitar, my bass guitar. Yeah. I have too many clothes and I need to get rid of the stuff that don't fit me and that I don't wear. So I need to go through that sometime soon. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's get back to the actual video because that took me 15 minutes to film that. It's not quite what I expected when I wrote that script. Hello. I also forgot to do these shelves. Those are the Hunger Games. I read those this year. And those are two books that I'm trying to read. Hunger Games, very good book series. I understand why everyone loves it now. Yeah, and then down there is just shit, so I'm not going to show you that. But yeah, I read the Hunger Games this year. That's something I did. So that's my room, yeah. Very cool. I love my room. It's the first time in my life where, like, I have one place that I can call exclusively mine. My stuff in the past have always been split between my two parents' houses, so I never ended up feeling like I had a place that belonged to me. I've built this room to be very much mine. This is my home, and I don't particularly love the idea of leaving. In fact, most of my friends, all of my friends, I wrote this a while ago, all of my friends have left. They've already moved out. They moved out like a month ago. They all came back for my birthday, which was really nice. I really liked that. But I've basically been here by myself for a few weeks. Which sucks, but I don't want to leave, so here I am. I'm exaggerating slightly, it doesn't suck. It's really not that bad, I actually don't mind it. You know, I can make YouTube videos without feeling anxious about people hearing me, which I've not been doing, but I could. I've been live streaming, which is really cool. I can watch movies and play games really loudly with my window open and not worry about disturbing the people around me because it's basically just me here. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I guess it's safe to say that I've changed a lot from the person that I am in the other 3 videos that I've made. The friendships I've made here are very different to what I'm used to. They're closer and more intimate. Not intimate in a weird way, they're still definitely friendships, but it's a different dynamic than I've had before. So that's been really interesting to explore. In a good way, it's been interesting in a good way. It's also been quite intense because we've been stuck inside for all of those months because of COVID. We couldn't go out anywhere, so we kind of just hung out a lot in the flat. Literally basically every single day since we had nothing else to do. One of my friends, we've spoken literally every single day ever since the day we met in September, which is very intense. Don't get me wrong, I love the friendships I've made here. I wouldn't change a thing. If it weren't for COVID, we wouldn't be nearly as close as we are, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But there have been some times where I feel like I've needed space or they've needed space, and we can't do that here. It'll be different next year because we've split into 2 houses of 4, and some of my friends are also still living on campus, so we've spread out a little. I think that'll end up being a good thing ultimately for all of our friendships. Also, the rent has basically halved, so that's great. Don't really know how to segue into this one, but another thing that's changed is that I'm trying to get an autism diagnosis. Snazzy. Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about for at least a couple of years already, but uni is the first time where I've genuinely considered it a possibility and actually accepted it as a part of myself. And that's partly due to the friends I've made here. They're fucking amazing, they're incredible, and if we're being honest with ourselves, they're all probably some flavour of neurodiverse, or at least just fucking weird. They're weird as fuck, so it works out pretty well. Getting the diagnosis is taking a while, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. It will explain everything about my life that has never made any sense. It will explain my dislike for change, my fussiness with food, the tantrums I used to have as a kid, and the struggles that I have now with friendships. It'll be so nice to like get that piece of paper or like a phone call or whatever it's gonna end up being, and just have that thing that says, yeah, you're not weird, you're not broken, you just have a different brain to most people. So yeah, this year has definitely been an interesting one that I would never ever replace or change in any way. Definitely a unique experience. Don't go forgetting it now, alright? And for anyone who isn't future me watching, stay safe, people. Yeah. Also, maybe questioning my sexuality for the 3rd time in my life, so that's fun. All I am is a man, I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand. Use the sleeves on my sweater, let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity's centered. Touch my neck, and I'll touch yours. You in those little high-waisted shorts. Oh, she knows what I think about, and what I think about. One love, 2 mouths, 1 love, 1 house. No shirt, no blouse, just us, you find out. Nothing that I wanna tell you about, no, 'cause it's too cold for you here and now, so let me hold both your hands in the holes of my sweater. I tried to do something clever with the rhythm of the melody, but it fucking destroyed that take. But I'm not doing another one.